What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing some ball joint replacement on the XJ, and I did the driver's side yesterday. Had a little bit of trouble with it, so hopefully today goes a little bit better, so stick around. So this is what it looks like when you neglect your ball joints. This is over a period of about maybe a month. So it got pretty bad, and I know it's too late for the tires now, but we're going to get these changed out so it doesn't cause any further wear or damage. So I got a few of the tools that you're going to need laid out. A few key tools anyway. You're going to need some heat. If you're anything like my XJ, it's been a long time since these ball joints have came out. So you liquidize them and they come right out. Pickle fork, breaker bar, and a cheater bar. Of course, you're going to need a ball joint remover. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to do new brake shoes and flathead, needle nose pliers, adjustable wrench, and a few miscellaneous sockets. I will drop all of the required tools in the video. So let's get started. And get this cotter pin out of here first. Ooh. This may look like it needs some love. So you got the 36 millimeter for this axle nut. Alright, here we have a 12 millimeter to take off the brake caliper. Caliper threads were stripped, so what I like to do is just take the pads out, and just sit it right on that lower control arm so it's not dangling out everywhere. So this will come right off. Set that aside. Now to get your wheel hub off, you're going to need a 13/12 12 point on here. Actually, you know what? We're going to take this off first. You have your 19 millimeter here. What you want to do is put your castle nut on upside down from your Y linkage. Give it a hit with a big stick. There you go. Now we can get to the hub bolts a little easier with your 12 point. Sometimes you need a bigger stick. You're in my way. Alright, you get all three of your hub bolts out. Put them aside. If you watched my last video, you've seen that I found my hammer on the trails. Well, from then till now, I don't know where it's at. So this is my BFH. Your hub and your brake shield will come off. And then you can slowly and carefully pull out your axle shaft. Good Lord, look at that rust. You can grab your cotter pins from the ball joint. Top is a 22 millimeter. Bottom's 28. Here comes the pickle fork. Coming? Looks like it. It's coming slowly but surely. Here it comes. Well, I don't know if it was supposed to do that. I think I'm gonna add some heat to them just because. But we're gonna take this top one off first. So you need your trusty ball joint kit. This one pulls out from the top, I think. I might have to look back at it. So grab your breaker bar, and if you have the same press, it's a 22 millimeter. That's the way out. So we're going to take it off. See what we got. There's one. This usually don't happen, so I'm gonna put the torch to it and see if I can hammer it out. I don't think it's gonna come out real easy. Today is 100% going smoother than yesterday. So that makes me happy. It is, I don't even know what time it is. 2 o'clock. I started around noon. Yesterday it took me all damn day. I'm not even kidding you. It took me about 8 hours. With four trips to the parts store, a trip to Ace. Yeah, I was ill prepared yesterday, 100%. So I got it figured out now. So I figured I'd do a how-to. But Getting ready to let the knuckle and the brake shield dry. I painted both of them just because I like to clean things up, make them look better than what they did before I put things back together. So I have it prepped and ready to go, cleaned up and sweeped up. So we'll get ready to put in the new ball joints. I have them in the freezer right now. From what I hear, it makes them go in a lot easier. So they've been in the freezer for a couple hours now, and we'll see if that works. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of grease inside of here. May help, may not, but it don't hurt, does it? Alright, so I got my new ball joint. I got these from Rock Auto. It comes with a new cotter pin and a new grease fitting. So, I'm going to take off the castle nut. I'm going to take off the boot as well. I don't want to mess it up as I am pressing it in. So, it goes from the top. And you got to make sure this goes in straight. So alright, so that's the top. Put the boot back on. Move to the next one. Take off your boot again. Set your press up. Okay, so maybe I did notice the bottom a bit easier since I did have to use an open-end wrench. My jack's not tall enough to get it high enough to where I could get my breaker bar in there. So I used an open-end wrench for that, and it was way easier than yesterday. So maybe the freezer hack works. Alright, here we are at my painting station. I just used caliper paint for this. Any kind of mechanical parts that I paint that's underneath, I just use caliper enamel. It has with ceramic on there, and it holds up pretty well. So it's nothing perfect, you know. I just wanted to make it a little more pretty than what it was. So I think they turned out great. Let's go install them. While you have this open space, you might as well put on your grease fittings and go ahead and grease them. for the knuckle. You're going to want to put the bottom console nut on first, just to hold it up. Top one. Now, what I've discovered is the new castle nuts are not the same size as the old ones. So, you have that to deal with. I also discovered that when I didn't have a 28 millimeter, I'm sorry, a 29 millimeter, and I wasn't about to go buy one. So I just used my hammer. I torqued it to enough foot-pounds, and that works. Once again, enough foot-pounds on that. Then your cotter pin. Big. I will be buying more to replace this one. So now we're ready for the axle shaft. I did clean it up a little bit. Your shield, and then you don't need to hammer it in now like you hammered it out. Just put your bolts through, start tightening them up, and it'll snug up. so terrible. Well, they're fixed. And I guess I'll need new tires by the end of the month. Maybe some bigger ones. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to take it for a test drive. And on my way to a test drive, I'm going to go get some cotter pins. And that's how you do it. Pretty easy. Really not that hard if you have a little bit of mechanical knowledge. If you have access to YouTube, i.e. this video. And all dirty. And a little bit of patience. Took me yesterday almost 6 hours. Today took me 3. So it all depends on your vehicle, how old it is. Mine's old. It's probably never had the ball joints done because one of them was seized into the knuckle. So yeah, if you're not afraid to tackle it, go ahead and tackle it. It'll be a good learning experience. I know it was for me. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to take this thing for a test rip, and we'll see you next time.